good. We hit the go. Well, back at the Skull Moon base again. Stole the chicken money? Absolutely not. Could not have stolen all the chicken money. And so Terrell goes to the brig, and he finds a lot fewer prisoners than he expected. And these little shark-clone fellas explain that the Earthlings staged a jailbreak the other day. And so Terrell assumes that the only people left are those who weren't in time to flee. And the soldier, and then here's old Hamamoto, whatever his fucking name is. No, Hamamoto is the girl, I think. But whatever. This guy, I don't know, this fucking idiot. He's like, no, we played decoy, so everyone else could escape ahead of us. And here's Michi, who says, the people here are able to endure the situation some more, but not the others. And so, oh yeah, this is Taichiro. He assumes all the blame for the escape and tells Terrell that if he's going to punish anyone, he's got to do it to him. He's Kazuki. Of course he is, because Moon is Suzuki, innit? So, and he's like, no, I'm ready to face the music too. I'm 10. I'm gonna go out. And Taichiro is like, hey kid, you still got stuff to do. You can't die before you've done it. And Terrell's just watching. And so Kazuki's like, you thinking of turning more of us into bombs? And he's like, absolutely not. Only the Gaizok approves such vile methods. The Eldar are proud people who wouldn't stoop so low. At least, not until today. And so here's Jane. And she's like, what do you mean? And so Terrell explains how their motherland decided to stop worrying about methodology and just focus on results. And so their once proud struggle is going to degenerate into a devilish massacre. And he's certain that Gagan will be merciless. And not even prisoners of war will be spared. And that's why Terrell, at the very least, wants to release the women and children before Gagan has a chance to do anything to them. And Kazuki's like, no way, don't listen. This must be some kind of trap. But Jane believes Terrell, and she can see the noble spirit in Terrell's eyes and knows he's not lying. And Terrell finds it a bit pathetic to be sympathized by the very prisoners of war hurt by his comrades in arms. And then Aphrodite shows up and is like, are you serious about this? And Terrell says, yeah, that's why he invited Aphrodite over, because he wants her to transport the women and children back to Earth for him. And she tells him to ask Leetz or Jigla to handle that. But they're going to be launching with him, so he's got no one left to ask. And but Aphrodite says, as an older Baron soldier, she loathes the very thought of transporting their enemies. And regardless if it is a personal request, she's compelled to refuse. And so Terrell says, be honest with yourself. He knows that kindness lies within her, but it's a sense of duty and loyalty to Gatla that keeps it suppressed. She's like, Commander Terrell, if you're trying to insult me, know that I'll respond in kind. Do you know the code of the Older Baron? I'll tell you. First, death to those acting selfishly. Second, death to all who show the enemy their back. Third, death to those showing or being shown mercy by the enemy. Fourth, death to those sowing disorder in the ranks. And then Terrell just fucking chops her hat off. Ugh! Apologise for my lack of manners, but I want you to remember the kindness you once had. Commander Terrell. Lady Aphrodite, it's hardly appropriate to waste your time with my rambling, but I have a story I'd like to tell you. On a certain planet, there was a man and a woman who promised to spend their lives together. However, war came and the man died, leaving the woman alone. In order to be one with her beloved for eternity, she had her mind transferred to the man's body, as for revenge against the entire planet whose people killed him. Was that? A man's body with a woman's mind. She fought and lived as a man and a warrior, but she was slowly crushed underneath the futility and sorrow of war. Lady Aphrodite, not forget the kindness that lies subdued within you. If you truly love your people, give them peace. She says that's the duty of a commandant. But can true peace come from violence? Every now and then all this fighting just feels futile to me. She takes off the glasses. Fine. Your wish is perfectly clear, Commander Terrell. Lady Aphrodite. There's just another person. I, Aphrodite, will see to their transport. I thank you. Now I can face this final battle with no regrets. I pray for your success, Commander. Mind you, I have no intention of dying. I will be victorious and secure Eldar's future. And so Michi's like, wow, we're being saved. This is amazing. And Kazuki says, no, Michi, only the women and children, meaning Taichiro's going to stay here. And Taichiro's like, don't worry about me, kids. You got to go searching for Aki once you get back to Earth. And Kazuki tells him to stay strong because he's sure Kappei, Toshiya, and the others are going to come rescue him. And so Taichiro gives him a message for Toshiya and says, hey, if you see Toshiya, tell him, I believe in your victory. Because it's his dad. So Jane has got a bad feeling that Aki might have been turned into a human bomb. And Kazuki can only hope that when they find her, she doesn't have the star-shaped scar on her back. Zambot, everyone. Zambot. And aboard Axis, in the audience chamber, it's Minna Wasabi. So here's Minna Wasabi, last child of the Zabi family of Zeon. And here's Zaidel Rasto. And she's just meeting with a bunch of bigwigs. And here's this guy who's the leader of the Space Revolutionary Army. And Minerva is very formal. She says she's just been informed of everyone's wishes in this matter. And leaves it to Haman to handle the rest of the meeting. And there's Haman. And so here's Blex. Kono Onaka Haman Khan. So, Wong is here too, and they both know a lot about Haman Khan. She's Minerva's region, de facto leader of Zeon remnants who fled to Axis after the 1 Year War, and Wong is a bit worried with having to pay respects to such a young lady like Haman. Inwardly, and then she calls him out. Just like, publicly, just like, hey, Wong, Lee. He's like, bleh. And she says it's very easy to see what he's thinking with just a look on his face. And then Zaido's like, Haman Khan, your insight must be, you're one of the famous new types. Such an insight. Impressive. And although they come from distinct worlds, Zaidel says that the Space Revolutionary Army are fighting for the freedom of space noise, just like she is. And she's heard that he's rallying his troops under the banner of leadership by new types. So she asks him what he thinks about the nature of new types and what they are. And he says that he believes they're a new strain of mankind which will bring forth a new age for us. And Haman is like, and then does a smirk and says the man behind Zaidel might have a clearer grasp on reality than he does. And here he is, it's Lancelot. And but she says, anyway, this meeting isn't about revolutionizing mankind, it's about an agreement coordinated by Ambassador Blex to be made between her people and the plants, the Aeug, and the Space Revolutionary Army. And the peoples of Axis are an amalgamation of those defeated and exiled from the Earth sphere in the 1 Year War. So, now they've returned, they're more than willing to throw their support behind this group's ideals. And so, Axis will stand against the new Federation and join the Space Noid Allied Army. Mind you, after Plant has affixed its signature, and then it'll be so it's that, and he's like, Haman, once Plant sign their thing, we'll be rechristening it the Aprilius Allied Army. And Zaidel is eager to deal a major blow against the foolish Earthnoids. And Haman just shrugs and goes, yes, an Earthnoid purge might be inevitable. And Durandal's sure to be happy with all this, says Zaidel, but Blex and Wong like, it might be necessary to oppose the new Federation, but a prolonged conflict might put all of mankind in jeopardy. And Durandal's charisma, Haman's ingenuity, and Zaidel's twisted justice makes for a downward spiral that we might never pull up from. But Haman turns back to the Aeug fellas and wants to know of one of their members, Mr. Quattro Bagina. And Blex says that he's currently commanding troops on the surface and asks if she's an acquaintance of him. And she says no. But she's heard many rumours of him and asked if it would be possible to recall him back to space. She'd like a chance to talk to this man. And Blex is like, oh yeah, sure. I figured that I was going to do that anyway. And then inwardly, Shah, I'm back in the Earth sphere, and everything will be set in motion once you've returned to me. I'm waiting for you, Quattro Bagina, or rather, Shah Asnable, the Red Comet. And then Blex is like, there's little time. I must consider the possibility that something might happen to me. Yeah, you're about to get fucking murdered, dude. Like, just absolutely assassinated. And meanwhile, just out and about in space, aboard the Eternal, is Wolffeld's team, and he's showing Harry around, telling about what the battles had in the previous war, and Kiel is surprised that it's in such good shape. And this is like actual Kiel, right? Because you can tell from the shine in her eyes. But luckily for Wolffeld, he's got collaborators in the plants, and it's a sign that Jorundel's grip isn't complete. And Wolffeld's second in command, Da Costa, reports in with info on Diana's shuttle. And it seems it didn't go straight to the moon, but instead headed to Side 7. And Da Costa thinks that place is under the Federation's command, so that ain't good. We've got no idea what they're doing there, but it's suspicious that the Queen of the hostile moon race was kidnapped and brought straight to the Federation's area of influence. And so Harry thanks Wolffeld and everybody for their help, but says he's going to be going there by himself. They have their own battles to fight now. And Wolffeld tells him not to be so unsociable, not to be a stranger. They'll head to Side 7 just as soon as the repairs to the Eternal are done. And then the mysterious lady says, "Indeed." And it's Lacus, and she's here to... they came to space to save Diana, who cares for the life of the people of both the moon and Earth. And Lacus herself has changed to her battle gear now. She's in her war outfit, which is mostly... There you go. And Bruno and Cafe here, like, crossing through her world-conquering outfit. But Harry sees that she too stands ready to take action. And they're going to meet up with Kira. And he's headed from warp to space at Side 7. And Kiel's like, "What are you after, Lacus?" And she says, "Peace." And she's prepared to give of her own blood to make it happen. So that's weird. And so, in Eastern North America, back with us. So everyone's talking about, okay, so there was the second break and now we're all singularities. What the hell? Oh, jeez. And Julie is mostly worried about the Trapar increase and the weakening of the rivalry zones, because that gives the alien invaders a much easier time coming down to Earth and beating everybody up. And so contrary to what common sense would say, the Earth-Space War is just getting worse. And so Lauren is very dejected that despite Dorandel's revelation of the Sage Council, the Federation policy is mostly unchanged. It's not even just the aliens. The eventual awakening of the Corallians is going to mean the end of the entire world. So, you know, we really should not be fighting among ourselves. But Stone is just like human nature to focus on small comprehensible problems and ignore bigger incomprehensible ones. Lauren asks if the Trapar increase has any connection to the Corallians, and Stone is like, it might, which means time's running out. So Hilda says about the Trezor folks trying to calculate when the full awakening of the Corallians is going to happen, but as far as Matthew remembers, no one could really accurately predict it, because, you know, the Federation are going around setting off those oranges, making it worse. And so Marion's heard that Professor Kazami has been doing some research concerning dimensional repair and asks Julie if there's been any success, and Julie says nah, he hasn't seen him in a while and he's just been locked in his lab. Kirikin is certain that... This is right though. There's Kirikin. So Kirikin's certain Kazami's going to come through and figure out a way to deal with the collapse. But Oliver reminds him that the Professor's just a human, so it's not that easy. And Julie's like, that's exactly why he's immersed himself in his research. And we could stand to learn more from the Professor's example. And so Marion inwardly is thinking about Trinity Energy's capacity for interacting with space and time, to the point where a time warp theoretically would be possible. And he figures that Kazami, the highest authority on the subject, should be able to get some results. But the most drastic changes anyone's heard of isn't in Earth, but in space. Mercury and Venus have just disappeared, actually. Another dimension. And if even planets are affected, then there's going to be widespread panic, and there's someone spreading a bunch of rumours on the internet, making things much worse. And so we've got Gainer searching the UN for information on what's going on, and the memes are going crazy. Mercury and Venus vanished because they were eaten by a giant space monster, or they were destroyed by a secret weapon from the alien invaders. The Siberian snow has melted and ancient humans preserved in a saline rock formation have emerged from underneath the ice. It's like, that's crazy. It's like, yeah, it hasn't happened, has it? Zaft is currently developing a new super weapon with the intent of attacking Earth directly. Southern Galia has had an outbreak of a mysterious disease with a 99.99% mortality rate. And a wounded demon has shown up in space and is hunting aliens. And so... obviously that's all fucking nonsense. And so Roger sees it as a transparent attempt at bolstering the uncertainty that's gripping the mankind, and he's disappointed that the UN's ease of use leads to irresponsible promotion of baseless rumours. And so Gain has been looking around to find who was responsible, and Rand asks Gain if he's been able to find that site, and then Rand is like, hey, and then Mel's like, hey, it's not the time to ask about that. And then Rand's like, hey, I just been bored since Holland's left the local bachelor club, alright? And then Gain's like, hey Rand, you're the married man around here. And Laven is like, please, could we talk about anything else other than sexy women, please? The world riots all over the place because there's just loads of lies. We don't know what's going on. And Rand's like, yeah, but where is Yupon? So... Gain has been able to trace back several of the rumours to one username. Black Charisma. Kuroi no Charisma. And Odette is like... Sounds very petty for such a verbose person to be starting rumours like that. And Sarah has a hard time imagining this person sitting on the internet terminal with that mask and cape writing nonsense on the keyboard. But it's the same tactic that made us fight each other before, so Gainer sees a very high probability that the charisma was also behind that. Laven figures it's worth looking into and asks the kids to keep scouring the UN for black charisma while he's going to ask Shlan to do the same. Sorry, bud. But one thing Laven won't forgive is someone to take what Adel Burnell has created in order to calm the masses and use it for the opposite. And the best Rand can do is hope that she'll be found sooner rather than later. And so Laven thanks everybody, and yeah. And on the Setsuko Bell torch, go over there and go, hey, you always seem so at ease with Setsuko. But in the Glomar's hangar, Athena has now officially joined Zoot, made possible by the Chirum's decision to help, and that made her betrayal like a non-issue, right? Olsen explains that she's been appointed by the Chirum army to work with us, which means that she's once again under his command. And she keeps calling him Captain Olsen. And Kay's like, hey, he's not in the military, so you can call him Uncle like you did before. Hell, you could even call him by his first name if you wanted. You could call him Olsen. And she scowls and says, my role here is to ensure that Zoot doesn't betray Chirum. Katsuragi, Kay. And she warns him not to forget that he's no longer absolutely needed for dimensional repair now that everyone is a singularity. He's like, oh yeah, I know that, and I'm happier for it. It means he doesn't have to shoulder as much responsibility all by himself. And so Olsen thinks that everyone seems to have their own way of dealing with the impending Corallian awakening and the dimensional collapse. Chairman Aman are supporting Zuth, the Federation is going with Dewey's plan, and the plants have some top secret plan of their own from what Bright has said. And given how they've got crazy good tech, Kay figures the trump card is probably something truly spectacular. Yeah, it's definitely not just going to be a really big gun. That'd be weird, wouldn't it, if they just had a big gun. But Cape's here, and he's got some question he wants to ask Olsen. And Olsen is like, he calls me Uncle Olsen, but he calls Kay one of his bros. And so Cape's like, hey, if singularities can repair space-time, how are they supposed to do it? Do they just get together and wish the world saved? Nice and easy? And Olsen says, nah, it's not a wish or a prayer we can offer and forget about it. It starts with having a concrete image in mind. For example, if Kay imagines a world where Aman still exists, Aman will exist in the resulting world. And Kevin's like, a resulting world thing? And also says, yeah, there's an infinitude of parallel universes in existence. Some where Aman exists, and some where it doesn't. And the dimensional repair amounts to creating a new parallel universe. He says, if the singularities have different visions, multiple parallel universes will result to match each of these visions, and the worlds would be disconnected from each other, of course. The important part is the singularities have to consciously create the images of what they want. Just the whole let the whole world exist vague thing runs the risk of the whole world not existing. And obviously that's worrying to Cappe, because he knows there's no way to get everybody to have the same mental image. That's crazy. And Dawson says we also need the Great Singularity, the origin point of the first break and the location where all the energy that caused it gathered. We need that to even attempt to perform the repair. And so contact with the Great Singularity must be made directly to do it. And so it's like, okay, yeah, we'll just go there then. And also just like, yeah, nobody knows where it is. And that's a bit of a buzzkill for Cappe. But the chairman of the Armanians are looking for it, so can only wait. And so Kay laughs at, he's like, well, yeah, this situation kind of fucking sucks. But doesn't seem to Athena that he sees it as a bad situation with his big smiley face. And Cafe's like, wow, Kay, wow, bro, getting told off by your own daughter. And Tina and Cappe have a little thing, and then Tina takes a look at Cappe and he's like, "Oh wait, you're that guy. I brought someone on board the ship who wanted to see you, and it's Aki." And Cappe can't believe it. He's like, "I'm here, Cappe." Whoa! So, yatta, Cappe's over the moon seeing her alive, and Kay's like, "Wait, that girl, is that his girlfriend or something? Cappe no girlfriend, ga?" And Athena says the Chirim just came across these refugees, and she mentioned that she knew Cappe, and it seemed like a good chance to bring her over. And from how happy the kids look, she's glad she's done it. So Kay thanks you in Cappe's stead, and she's like, "I don't want any thanks from you." And all of a sudden, Nintendo's like, "Tina, your daughter finally met her real dad. It might take some time for them to become a real family, but watch over them till that happens." Fucking bozos. And so, back in Cappe's room, you find Aki apologizing for all of the horrible things she and her friends said to him back in Cortez. Do you remember when they were just awful to him because he's an alien? And he's like, don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. I'm just happy I can see you again. And so Cappe asks if she knows what happened to Kazuki and Michi, and she doesn't. And there are plenty of things she can't remember, actually. The first thing she remembers recently is waking up in the middle of some unknown town, and her friends were nowhere in sight. And that's where the Chirim rescued her, and when they mentioned the Zambot, she said that she knew Cappe. It's like, Aki, is something different with your body, like a wound or a scar? It's like, oh, now that you mention it, I think the star-shaped scar showed up on my back. Human bomb. They turned her into a human bomb. What's wrong, Cappe? Aki. Auto launch. And then Ichitaro. Cappe, you hear me? Large group of aliens coming. Moving to intercept. Hey, bro. What about the Geizok? Geizok in there? Yeah, probably. I think so. Hurry up, Cappe. You going out? Yeah. Oh, hang in there. I'll be rooting for you. Promise me you'll come back okay. I have a lot I want to talk to you about. I'm going, Aki, but just stay in here until I come back, please. Alright, I'll be waiting, Cappe. Yeah. Cappe? Zambot 3, everyone. Mission 42, the beginning of the end. So here we are in the Federation capital. And here's Terrell ordering his troops to strike down all who resist. And the local Fed guys are fucking annihilated. And so, the Federal guy's blown away and Blubman's mad as shit. How can the aliens attack so quickly after rivalry zones were weakened? Sirocco and Dewey. So you ask Dewey and Sirocco's troops, but there aren't any around. And so Fitzgerald here has called nearby forces back, but it'll be a while until they arrive. And so he wants Bloodman to evacuate, but Bloodman doesn't want the people to see the President of the Federation fleeing for aliens. And so Fitzgerald is like, oh, I hope Phase Squad arrives soon. And Leeds finds it weird that the Earthlings don't seem interested in protecting their capital city, but Terrell says the real enemy hasn't arrived. Angela says there's Zuth. Here they are. I mean, you had to bring 2 boats. It's got to be the Iron Gear and the Glomar. Is it Dr. Some shit? No! They can't. She's a bomb. She's a bomb. And so he's got. So Cabby just deploys and is like, fuck, shit, fucking aliens! I'm gonna kill all of you! Judah is like, hey, Cabby, can you calm down? Your blood's getting a bit hot. And he just says, shut up! Do your fucking job, alright? Like, wow, what's up, Cabby? And Banjo sees that something is seriously wrong with him, and he's like, alright, you follow me then. Right. And so Ichitaro's like, did something happen with Aki? And here's Cappe. I'm so sorry, Aki. Can't do anything to take out that bomb. But keep watching. I'll at least beat these freaks in front of you. And so Terrell tells Zuth they're about to get a full dose of Eldar pride and determination. Only one side is walking out of this alive. Kiraken sees he's going all out today, and Julie says he's obviously got no choice because he's continuous failures. And Stu's like, that's fine, I'm not going to shy away from his challenge. And so, fucking idiot, you know that sort of freaking alien guys. So this is right in the middle of what used to be Inglesa. So Sochi is not going to forgive this act of aggression. And Gavan is surprised that their undeveloped nation grew into such a sprawling city. And so Shin's like, huh, this is the Federation's capital, and that's the Parliament building, right? Maybe we should just let the aliens be. What are you talking about, Shin? Standing against these aliens has nothing to do with either the Federation or Plant. He's right. Did we decide to fight in order to save the entire world? Yeah, we may not like the stunts these Feds pull, but that don't make it right to let them be destroyed. Alright, I was just saying. Okay, so we haven't got enough to see Destiny secret points yet. So Shin gets told off. He's like, I get what you're saying, but I'm still a Zaf soldier, so I really don't think I need to pretend that I'm actually trying to help the enemy. And then Quattro's like, Shin still hasn't figured out who you should fight for. Understandable, because you know you got into this battle in the first place. So what's the secret there that we don't have yet? Oh, just the Zoot stuff. That's fine. That's fine. We're working on that. We're getting there. Like, because we're doing the Rand route, I think it's not possible to have all the points, maybe. But either way. So Gengoro tells everyone to watch it against these gung-ho guys. And Eiji's like, alright, Toga, get out of your funk and ready to go. And Toga's like, of course, yes. I need to fight on. And Aina is like, Toga-sama, Master Toga, no. And then it's like, you face Zoot, and then, come, Earthlings, by my pride, I'll crush you here and now and change our dark future. And so 6 turns to beat all the enemies up. Some does that. far, flying in big. Who's in the halo mech? That would be Gorley. No, it's Bello. I put Bello in it, I think. Yeah, it's Bello in it, because Golly sucks too much and I hate him. Time to blow up these little UFOs. Speedin' Sosa. Yeah, but if you were in charge of the dimensional repair, there'd just be chicken everywhere, wouldn't there? Truly a beautiful world. Shakes fist at God. Don't stop me in the Zeta. Fucking he at it. Love him. He's so good. Sorry, I'm so sorry, Aki. I'm sorry, Aki! And so, for this stage, Cafe's got a bunch of new lines, and he uses his crime portrait because he's crying the whole time. And so he's just screaming, yeah! While crying. guys love the radish.
こっちに合わせてください。
I don't mean Henken's boat either.
了解だ。仕掛ける。よっしゃ。俺もやってやるぜ。
I'm doing it. It's the nipple saw. It's beautiful eyebrows. And luscious eyelashes as well. All round is beautiful. Damn, I did not expect that fire effect to look like that coming out of this guy. Yeah, Head noises and Godzilla noises, exactly. That's because they were voiced by the same guy. That being Header and Godzilla. Good day. You may be a combiner, but so what?
負けるか。お前たちに負けるのか。くそ。アキ。
Damn it, Aki. I love Cafe just playing Zambot 3
ついついかっこいいことしちまうんだよな。
In Earthlings. Boy, you guys do whatever the hell you want.
ここから一斉射で仕留めるぞ。よーし、一丁やるか。何は暴れさせてもらう。俺がこんなところだ。
Now look at the monorail they got here. Not like that. Like, big tube. Oh, Valor on gain. Prevail level 9 on the old Melonhead. Ding, 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 ding. Just watch Aki. I'm gonna kill all these guys. Oh, it's the radish. Versus the chicken. Here come the chickens. Come for ya. And then the radish. Gonna give you the tickler.
やられるわけに
Look,
はい
it just slides around
かないん
going.
だ俺たちが信じることをやろうエウレカ
レントと一緒なら私何でもできそうな気がする
やるんだ
Hey, how it looks, how it takes a touch of the hard noise it makes. Exactly, it's the ultimate mecha boost. Look, see, it can turn into a car. Giving you the spirit bomb dunking of a lifetime. Bonk. Why did it live? It's because it's powerful. It's just strong as fuck. Oh, it's the fucking snoopler crabs. It's unstoppable little snoopler crabs. Look at them. How can you beat them? That hard little monkeys out there. I fucking hate the hard little lightning monkey. You know, he's awful. She's got the Aspergen. No cow showers. No, he's got a snooper. He's a snooper crab. Ganiro. Yummy. Super Brain level 6. That form of a guy.
"僕は逃げも隠れもしない」「受けてみろスペースサンダー」
タイザー。This is just like I love this in there.
邪魔をするな。
ライガー。
ゲッターライガーからは逃げられるぞ。チェーンアタック。
ガッガッガッ。ディンディンディンディンディン。ドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンバドゥンドゥンバンバンバドゥンガドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥン
何としても。
トーガグラビトンアークよ。
グラビトンアーク。
Regular style. Nice counter.
よし行くぞ。
Alright, here we go. Meow, meow, meow.
了解だ。光る。
Look at this little missile hand buttons.
行くぜ。
Get the power. Get the power. He's the little man in his little dungarees.
「左右に展開、後に撃破する」。これで決めてみせる。
Cosmos over us. just coming at you. Go to bed in that low. Nano?
さっさと離れていれば助かったのに。そう簡単にゼータを止められると思うな。
See this try?
パッキー、攻撃準備はいいか。やるぞ。
Want everybody to do that?
了解。こちらからも畳みかけます。
どんと派手にやろうぜ。
どんど。
沈め。
Oh, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, send forward the harpies. Shoulder. Boomerang. Solar boomerang into gravity beam. Anti-gravity beam, maybe.
マリンカナだ。ほらほら、行くわよ。
行くぞ、ウェブライザー。ショルダーブーメラン。
Hey, look. It's everyone's favorite Pokemon, Chestnut.
そんな攻撃は通用しない。
I wish Chestnut could shoot missiles, then it'd be cool.
まだ倒れないか。ならば。
Instead of being a little old man living in a
重
conquer.
力ストーン。
The gravity storm! It's like gravity power storm. That's what gravity looks like. Yeah, Rainbow Road from the chest. It's the road where you go when you die. By that, I mean the road gets you. Yamina, Jamina, 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 Bina, Bina, Jamina, Jamina, Bina. Thanks, Roger. I don't want you to climb up on all the buildings. Oh, that guy can choose his fate and die. Yeah, and get finger netted by Benkei. Here comes the Snootler Man. Mega boost. Oh, he's gonna put us in a real sticky spot. Die, Pinchy. Look at the Coco. He needs to be a genius, but he's defending Benkei.
に気づかこれでもくれ行くぞイントレス優勝
Okay, doesn't know judo. He's bad right now. He can't judo wrestle. Massive power. Skill. Seeding. double Harkin. Commander Terrell of the Eldar fleet, if you proclaim your honor so, then reconsider the invasion of Earth. I do not claim that all what I do is truly in the right, but we, the Eldar, have no other way to secure our future. Bomba. Alright, so okay, so Terrell knows that if he falls here, there'll be no way to stop Kagan's rampage, and he won't allow the proud Eldar to fall. And so, does a little bit anyway. So Cappy's like, right, that's I'm going in. And then Banjo says, hold, Cappy, this guy's coming from space. That's... There's Zeravire in it. And so they're here to help Terrell, and Gagan phones in to explain that they're a present from an ally that he made during the trip to the moon. Leets is confused, seeing as how these things are only known for showing up at random, attacking everything in sight. How can there be anyone that can control them? And it is what it is. So Gagan tells Terrell to get to work, lest the Zeravire hog all the glory. And so it's the first time anybody on Ranzu has seen these damn things before, and Tetsuya tells everybody they're tougher than tough. Holy moly. And Aruna can tell they're even stronger than the last encounter, and Eiji tells her that taking these things out is what the God Gravion's for, so it doesn't matter how tough they are. And so Toga reminds them it's their duty is to protect the world from them, and this is the only thing he can do for Lil and Sandman. And so Banjo realizes that Toga's mental bounce is breaking down, and doesn't know if he can keep fighting like this. And so, you know, these guys, they're just awful. The Zerfire are attacking harder and harder. Can we win this? No, we must win this. Alright, don't give up, Toga. We'll go as hard as we can to make it up for Mizuki and Leo. Eiji. Let's go, everybody. We've got to protect Earth. We can't lose.
世良はやっ僕が
超重剣将来
Chojuken. Super Gravity Sword. Oh, you gotta do the pose.
超重剣ウゴストーム
It'll go storm. See, I'll go storm. Isn't it?
超重ザー
Super Gravity Slash. Hey here, Mel, the Zerfire just busted machines. So, you're gonna try and fix them, darling? Yep, you fix these things with the very first lesson any repairman ever learns. Smacking them. If that don't fix them, scrap them.
いただきなめるな
Look at these awful things.
私のダーリンはザ・ヒートなんだから
顔料
That's my
魂を
darling.
燃やせ
The heat, don't you know? Leon. Don't lose gun, Leon.
せい 開けパイロットチャレンジヒート&クラッシュ
Down the crush.
やっぱりザ・クラッシャーか
Oh. Yep, as expected. I'm the crusher. speed. I can't match it in strength, but I have the advantage in speed. Maybe my first round with them, but I'm not gonna back out. Suppose we're running out of juice. Let's see if we can find the Roger. There he is. Seems my greatest weapon is of no use against machines without intelligence, but I have a second weapon to fall back on. The Big O. Roger, you're not fooling anybody. Sword cutters there by let's see, absolute madman. Sigma Brest. It's the big sword. It's the big sword, baby. Terrell, if you want to settle this now, then I'm game. Toshia-dan. Beating you was the one good thing about coming to Earth. And so I will do you the honor of striking down God Sigma myself. Consider it my thanks. Oh, we're honored, Terrell. This is a fight we're not about to throw. Banging music. Sigma Bresto. Here it comes. Look. Gets you with a weird Sigma.
未熟ながらも戦闘に関する科学力はゴッドシグマその存在を抹消する。
I wanted him to shield or sword or do anything.
このエリアとは
Instead,
わけが違う。
さすがにやってくれるな。これで終わりにしてやる。
and he follows up with just the sword donk. Now, if you could only get to be a good distance away. Think we just need to be here, or here, or here. Oh, never mind, we didn't accelerate. Genius again. I don't think he's gonna get the bop anyway, but... Marine ray gun. Marine ray gun. I believe I now see why you hate the older Baron so. What? But still I fight. I fight for the future of my motherland, Eldar. If this battle is the only way for us to have a future, I will cast aside my doubts.
本命は譲ってあげるんだからね。
You're unlucky star to do with me. Bonk.
青い空と海を役者に渡すものか。
恐るべきエネルギーこれが宇宙
Batman's got exhaust. When all else fails, just gotta drop a bolt on him, didn't you?
班長命令全力で敵を殲滅せよ
アイアンギア飛べー。 アニメだからね。
now she can do double damage as well. Thank you, Ochi, woman of culture. So now I gotta go down to Leeds. Lord Terrell, we can't go on. We must retreat. Even if I did, all that awaits us at the Skull Moon is Gagan's coup. As such, I'll fight to the very end. I'll gladly lay down my life as part of the foundation for Eldar's future. You still going for it, Terrell? I will not retreat. Ever! So here's Cafe. Oh, damn it! Fine then! I'll just take you out. Get ready! What's going on, Cafe? Why are you this angry? I finally saw Aki again, and she's been turned into a human bomb! What? And there's no way to save her. There's nothing I or any of us can do. So at least I'm gonna get revenge for her, goddammit! Human bomb? Was she sent to Earth beforehand? I let you go back. I let you go back then because you promised you'd stop these, Terrell. Was that all a lie? No, I did recover all of Butcher's prisoners. She must have been modified before I had a chance to rescue her. And enough of your excuses! I'll never forgive any of you! Cape, let me help you. Lend you my power. Never forgive you. Never forgive
用意
you.
はいいかい君たち。
必ず俺が倒すからな。
You ready, my friends?
オッケーだ。カペ。
こっちもいいわ。
よし、では行くぞ。日輪の力を借りて、今視察の。
You do not fear it. Face the power of the sun. Sun. Moon. It's the space combination. Wait. Gila, you must escape. Terrell, why didn't you try to dodge their attack? I swear to you on my pride as an elder, I did stop Butcher's creation of human bombs, but the fact remains that some still existed, and this is my answer to that. What, so is you making up for it? You gonna apologize by dying? No, child. Everything I did was futile. Yeah, Banjo just going, alright, let's take him out. Terrell? Well, Terrell. He fought until the end as a proud Eldar warrior. We must retreat for now, but we'll surely see him again someday. Frickin' show off! Damn show off! Damn it! Damn it! Ah! No. Cape. Damn. This feels awful. Unbearable. Cape. Now we gotta fight bozos. Send this fucker into the 3D dimension. The machine ain't working right, you just beat it till it starts working again. So here I come. You're already busted, so ain't nothing wrong with busting you off some more, yeah? Damn, that boy still isn't seething. Still got his guts behind him yet. See it. Oh, it's the fucking egg. It's the egg fucker. I hate the egg fucker. Oh no. It's the egg bastard. Ah, screw the server. Seems like all that comes from space is a pack of nut jobs. We're the boys of Earth. There's no guts in the whole universe like ours. You get fucking egged. I hate the egg. We're the jabronis of Earth. Oh, the fucking egg. EDF, EDF, EDF. You telling me you don't have a single move that can get that man? Yeah, at 6 range. Well, fuck me, I guess. Oh, never mind, he sword cut it. All is forgiven. What was that? Damn. Shooting as they fall out of the sky. Powerful man game is. Look, he turned his legs into some stupid bullshit. I see it. Yeah, I see it. Can we get an EDFS to get all those regenerative? I mean, there's World Brothers coming, right? Give me the Minecraft game. So these boys just are gonna shoot this guy. Look at this shit. He thought his head was the head, but actually the chest is the head, and he's got a sword for a spine. Fucking Elabari. Whatever next. The lady wearing clothes. Look at the, I hate him. Goddamn on it shooting rods on my dick. Get out of here. I'm not into sounding. See, Toga doesn't sound his normal short self.
なんとしても
そうだ、グラビトンアークよ。
グラビトンアーク
Took him a bit, but now he's in there only taking 10. Oh, it's the fucking egg! I hate the egg so fucking much. You know what? Let's just do the normal Graviton pressure punch. Here comes the fucking egg. I hate the walnut. And these guys, I think they're shit. Get him big for the egg. Absolutely not. Ah, look, there was a weird little man inside. He's coming for you. Just gives you the backhand slap to end all backhand slaps. And he just gets back in the egg.
これじゃ なんとしても
Yeah, he's not going to hatch it. He's got to get back in the egg.
グラビトンプレッシャー
Another
パンチを
5
発射す
minutes.
るグラビトンプレッシャー
Punch it. So fucking. I hate the egg so much. It pisses me off. This is turn 5, and we got to be done by in the turn 6. That's fine by me. Meow. Zerovire? I'd heard of them, but they're even stronger than I'd imagined. We're gonna grant Sandman's wish. You wanna have this your way? $13,000 damage crit from Ryoma. He doesn't even have valor. He's just fucking strong. Now he's got valor. Massive boys are coming in. Genocidron system. The Genocidron system, a devil that has already consumed 2 worlds. But now you have me to deal with. I won't let you despoil this beautiful world. This beautiful blue planet. Single man. Armor. They're in white, of course, but even so. Armor. Even so. Space combination. Wish it was old. We could just annihilate a fucking guy with it. Great booster. Alright, fine. Listen. Fires Ace bonus in Z3. Remember, cast Focus. And also cast Invincible. Or you cast Invincible and also cast Focus. One of those two. All you need to do is get far. A million bops. Yorosu?
こちらの敵やグレートブースターを射出してくれ。装着完了。プレイグレートブースター。
It's Great Booster. Tetsuya, everybody. I don't know what he does to the Great Booster to make it do so much damage, but I love it that he does it. We did it. We did it. I'll find this event. So we did it. Nope, not yet. And so Toga's gonna draw it in closer for us to attack. And he starts doing something to Gravion. Yeah. Apollo tells the Gravion team to quit messing about. Damn yahoos. Just punt the egg. And AG says, we're not generating enough power. We can't kick the egg. And then Aina explains that the Zerevire is draining the graviton energy. And Cody's like, oh, well, hang in there, Grand Knights, I'm coming in. And then Toga tells him to stay back. And so he pushes the Zerevire away. It's like, what are you doing, Toga? And he says this Zerevire is filled with the energy absorbed from them, and we don't need to deal with it. If we don't deal with it the right way, it'll explode and just. Red line. That'll make Gravion separate. The shock should be enough to push the Zerevire away. But if you do that, the Grand Kaiser's gravitons will misfire and... But there's no other way to save everyone. Bakayara! You huge idiot! You're actually thinking of saving us by getting yourself killed? It's fine. I can protect everyone else, then. Enough of that, Toga. We all need you. I can't fight anymore. It's like my heart is broken with Lil and Mizuki gone. Nah, whatever. It's not about fighting. I just don't want to lose you as a friend. Thank you, AG. But... Mr. Sharuna, I'll operate the G-Driller's ejection systems as soon as we separate. Wait, you mean you're not ejecting? Once you're out, I'll gather the discharged energy with the G-Driller's graviton distribution systems and focus it on the Zerevire. If I'm successful, we might be able to save the Grand Kaiser and Master Toga. Wait, you can do something like that? I can, because I'm a Proto-Grandiva created by Master Sandman. Proto-Grandiva... what? No time to explain. Aina. He's a robot, look at that. Wang. Switching to Proto-Grandiva mode, assuming command of all graviton controls. I have control. God, Gravion! Separating? Aina! All other Grandivas have been detached. Take care of Master Toga. Aina, stop! Aina! All that I am is for Master Toga. Master Toga. Live. Ayla! Yeah, not just a maid, the pilot's a robot, but a robot made the pilot's a robot. So she blew up, and then I'm empty, and he's crying. Grand Kai's and Grand Divas are withdrawn, but I'm not getting a response from the G Driller. That's a lie, right? No, it's... Ayla's gone? How did this happen? So, it looks like the Zervi was targeting Gravion from the onset, but we don't have time to think about this, because, ooh mate, detect something else coming over. It's a Grand Trooper! The mass-produced Gravion! And it's Faye, and so she's disappointed that Toga wasn't able to hold on until she arrived, but she's going to deal with the aliens in Gravion's place. So she is surprised that she's going to help, but she says, a simple decision. These Grand Troopers were created with the intent of protecting Earth from threats. And here's Alex, who's like, yeah, we got to get revenge for Gravion. I love that guy. I love that he's got the cleavage window too. Everyone's got that. That's just the way it be, okay? And Gengaro's not going to look a gift horse in the mouth and tells everyone to work with the Grand Troopers. And Hazemon tells Ichiro to send a recovery team to bring back the Grand Kaiser and the Grand Divas. It's like, shit! Ayla and Toga! And so, here's the Grand Trooper, it's Faye. And so, she's in the Grand Trooper. She's got Prevail level 6, yep. Sport Attack level 2, Sport Defend level 2, Resolve. And she's got Gain, Flash and Strike, that ain't bad. Squad leader bonuses, plus 10% evasion. And, like, she's good enough to be a squad leader. Her stats are all the same as Toga's. And the Grand Trooper is pretty strong. Like, this is the really good one, the Lightning Detonator. That's the good move. But it's only got one post-movement attack, so probably going to be putting her in the back a lot. But she's got enough points that we can get her hitting away, and so she can have in the front and blast people from miles away. And her gain is like 15, yeah. It's time to Lightning Detonator then, ain't it? Lightning Detonator! I'm your opponent. Attack formation! Hui! We got it, Captain! Jack off. What? It's the opposite of jacking in. Right? Instead of jacking on, you jack off. Alright? Reasonable. She's Priscilla in Gun Cross Sword. She's in a bunch of stuff.
のリミッター解除。
And the limiter on his heart. Don't even know that. You make me think we're taking a lot of damage. Jeez. Oh my ears are taking big boy damage. Leon. Blood on the boy. Very nice, very nice. Lifting 9 he just fucking got? Lifting 8, Jesus Christ. Cheered up. The Hoffler just come at you like a spider monkey. Just this bozo. You done it. So, Zooth, mate. So Blumman's like, ugh, Zooth, you finally drove off the aliens. He's not thankful at all. He's like, where are all the other troops we called over? They could have easily defeated Zooth now. And Fitzgerald and Mizuki watch. And we're like, damn, this guy sucks. And Mizuki's just like, everyone. And so Hezmon and Goro are like, the victory came at such a high price. And then Kappe tells Eki that he's coming back right away. And Amuro asks about the Grand Knights, and Fa says they found Eiji and Toga, but Runa's MIA after the Graviton burst. And it certainly doesn't feel like a victory. But we're losing Aina. But Jamil says the search groups managed to find Terrell. He's very badly injured and had to be rushed into surgery right away, though. And so, either way, there's no point waiting here any longer, because the feds will come and get us, so we're going to pull back. And then Ume tells Haizumon that we're getting transmission from a Diana counter envoy, and it seems they got something they want to give us. So Haizumon gives the okay to meet up. We'll leave the area. It's like, wow, there goes Uth, heroes all. And Faye's like, do you see now, Sandman? I am the one you should have chosen. I will not be bested, not by Toga or anyone else. Oh, Hamamoto's the other shitty boy. Okay, so Hamamoto was made into a bomb too and died. I'm so sorry, Aki. We don't have a way to deal with this. Do you know, Kappe, you're our hero. It's so weird for you to be crying like that. But I'm glad that I could meet you again. In the end, it would be too sad if I died without apologizing for before and thanking you. Aki. Well, I should get going. Don't know when the bomb's going to explode, so staying here will just put everyone in danger. Damn it. Sorry, Aki. And here's Poe. Hold, child. You must come with me as soon as possible. Who the hell are you? Lieutenant Poe Aiji of the Diana Counter. I came here with a device that can stop the bomb. Really? But I must warn you, it's quite possible the two of you will never see each other again. Huh? And then, wait, so this bed is your device? Yes, it's what the moon race use on those who undergo cryogenic sleep. The bodily functions of anyone who sleeps in it enter a near-death state. I see. You put them in suspended animation so they're neither living nor dead. And by doing so, it'd halt the timer on her bomb. We brought this to Earth as a precaution, in case one of ours caught an illness we could not treat. But why would the Diana Counter bring it over to us? It was the decision of our commander, Phil Ackerman. Huh. Once we learned of the existence of human bombs, we couldn't ignore such cruelty. Furthermore, we had a debt to the King Beale for helping the Soleil when it was beset by aliens. And that's why I'm delivering our cryo-sleep pod to them. I see. Ah, so that soldier's not just hard-headed, huh? Yep, we're all the same, and it's that human heart we share that would save Aki. Lieutenant Poe, I still don't accept the methods of those who'd endanger Her Majesty, but I do believe the people of Earth and the Moon can someday get along. I came here simply to deliver the device. Once I know it's operational, I'll take my leave. Thanks, Lieutenant Poe. I can say I'm proud to be one of the Moon Race. That's so. Kappe, I'll stay in this machine and wait for the day when the bomb can be turned off. Aki, we've no idea when that'll be. Still, I want to think it'll be soon. So, we'll just be separated for a bit. I'm sure we'll see each other again. And I believe that the next time I open my eyes, the world will be at peace. And we could all live together in a seaside town just like before. Me, you, Michi, and everyone else. Yeah. Keep it up, Kappe. I'll be waiting, so promise you'll bring peace back for us. Yeah, of course. I know we'll see each other again, so I won't say goodbye here. See you soon, Aki. And I'll have world peace handy as your welcome back present. I'm sure it won't take long before we can get back to it, so just hold on for a little bit. I will. Good night, Kappe. We did it! We saved Aki! So, you gotta have Kappe and Butcher get into a fight on stage 15 on the Rand route. Destroy at least 2 enemies before reinforcements arrive on the Galia route. Destroy all the mecha boosts for the Zero. Oh, that's the Setsuka stage. That's not even us. Border Patrol, we can't do that. And then destroy Butcher on stage 40. So, at the start of stage 42, if the Setsuka route player has 7 or a Rand route has 4 and 32 battle masteries, then you get this secret. And the secret is Aki lives! And then for saving Aki, you get an ending point. And so it's a lot easier to do on Setsuko's route because she needs 7 points and one of her things gets her 5. Like for blowing up Butcher on stage 8, which is really fucking rough, you can do it. But there's more stages, you get big points, and yeah, when they were doing the LP, they had it finished at 15, so Rand's route only gets it on 40. And that's why you've always got to take the Gallia route, because otherwise you lose Aki. And so I knew that we'd saved Aki, because the opening cutscene, you know, when Kappei runs off to fight, Aki is like, oh, I'll just take a nap. Oh, there's a stain on my shirt. I guess I'll borrow those pajamas. And she changes her clothes, and she has a picture that's her with her back to the camera, and you can see the star in between her, like on her neck, where she's gonna fucking blow up. And then in the stage, Kappei's like, come on, I'll deal with all of you. And everyone's like, wow, he's really excited today. And then Aki goes, keep at it, Kappei. Get those. And there's a click and an explosion on the King Bill, and she's just fucking dead. She's gone. And then Kappei flips his shit, and he's gonna kill everybody. And everyone's like, what the hell? And he's just gonna kill it. He just kills everybody. Good song. Back on the Agama, Talia is telling Bright that Zafta's called them back to Gibraltar to answer for defending the enemy Federation's government. And since it's a Zaft matter, only the Minerva and his crew are being summoned, which means the rest of Zutha will try and get over the shock of recent events. We need time to repair our units and for Toga and Terrell to recover. We can't do that with enemies chasing us, so we got to reach a safe port. And Jamil suggests Trinity City, because he's sure that Tsukikage will understand our plight, and they might have useful data on the aliens' activities. And then once the inquiry at Zaft is finished, the Minerva will rendezvous with us, and Bright can just hope this is all just a formality. And so Talia hangs up, and Jamil's like, okay, I'm worried about Dorandal. Having such a political powerhouse on our side is excellent, but if he turns on us, we're fucked. None of us have any evidence outside of our hunches that he'll do that, but, I mean, you know, we've got a lot of people who are really good at having hunches. And then that's when Torres comes in, and Toga's vanished from the medbay. And Jimmy was like, dang it, the shock of losing both Aina and maybe Runa is too much for him. Too much of a shock. Meanwhile, in Volgosk, in Siberia, in Duke Medayu's residence. So here's Sid, and he's got an audience with Duke Medayu. And there he is. That's Anna's dad. No little Anna with her little, like, mink ferret things. That's her fucking dad. Look at him. Incredible. What a specimen. But yeah, Medayu says he should be the one being thankful, considering Gwen's helping looking after his daughter for during her trip. And he's heard that Sid's been looking for relics of the Cataclysm and Black History. And as a fellow connoisseur, Medayu wanted a chance to talk with him. People with such eccentric tastes are a rare find for the world in upheaval, you see. But he has received one such eccentric visitor the other day. A man covered in bandages who wanted to peruse through his collection of artifacts. And Sid is like, yeah, that man, he's at it, yep. So here's Michal, and he's accompanying Sid, and he asks where this man is, but he left after reading just one book in the collection. Medayu asks if Sid knows him, and he's just like, you met a few times in my travels. And here's Horace. He's impressed with what he's heard of the Duke's collection, would love to take a look at it. And the Siberian ground is filled with artifacts from the Cataclysm, including rare treasures you won't find anywhere else. But before that, though, Michal has a letter from Gwen that he was asked to deliver. And, Korua. It's a threat against Anna's life that if Medayu doesn't give him free reign over his collection, he's just gonna kill the kid. And it's just like, what the? I wasn't expecting any of this, and Michal says it's all according to Gwen's commands. And Medayu obviously isn't very happy with a guy taking a child hostage just to satiate his own greed, but he'll certainly do as he's told. Gwen only wants one thing, though, and it's the book that they were just talking about. And Medayu's like, what? Such an insignificant thing to threaten a child over. But apparently it's very important to Gwen. And it seems that the bandaged man told Sid and everybody about this book's existence in one of their run-ins. And when the info reached Gwen's ear, it changed him. So I think Sid here, and it's like, who was that bandaged man? And what's the purpose of this book?